The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Troy Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. We are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense takes the field. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Troy's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Grab near the marker. It's Sampson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looking to pass. It's Winfield. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Dortch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quickly out to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. With the catch, it's Higgins. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Raging Cajuns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Higgins. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Crowder. Finds his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catching up to give them the first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a three-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this time.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the toss. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. The sure hands, it's Williams. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense. To the air, it's Winfield. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Using his legs, it's Perry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Man, I want my running backs to pick those holes and get downhill, but there was no holes. So I just think he did the smart thing and stretched it out and ran out of bounds.
In this case, discretion was the better part of valor. It is often underrated to know when the journey is over.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give to the tailback. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room, it's Perry. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Got his man down the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. He's got him. Hard running there. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. Right on target this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Chappelle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. The Raging Cajuns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Trojans will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Caught close to the marker. It's Robertson. And a sweet catch, and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Moving away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for room. It's Perry. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Winfield. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. On third down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 21 over UCLA. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of...
He's loose. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Higgins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns. And
there he goes. Got enough for the first. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just...
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Grabbed over the middle, it's Meadows. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Troy. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the move, it's Perry. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this?
Turning it off! He smashes his way through again! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. Caught near the sticks, it's Sampson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Raging Cajuns are on the move. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Sampson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive, even when...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cajuns. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Hauls it in. That will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip.